fun in their series right now.
Impressive.
Mm-hmm. So they're going to pick up the Bane here. Something that I think struggled a little bit in the last series we saw with VP. What do you think the Na'Vi can do with this Bane here?
10 seconds remaining.
Bane is a pretty solid hero for setting up with Clockwork. I mean, you can like you have the choice between pushing back the enemies with cogs after nightmaring them or trapping them inside the cogs themselves. Again, battery assault super solid as well. Being able to use that on the Nature Prophet is huge. Clockwork is a first round pick. It's a little bit weird. Maybe a patch ago when his battery assault was 25 mana cheaper. But this coming out first is a little bit odd in my opinion. But Nature's Prophet and is super normal. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say that Navi's either a patch behind or a patch ahead. Who knows? But that's incidentally, that's the same opening.
I mean, we're seeing more of the second time we've seen this Bane in the CIS qualifier.
Oh yeah.
So maybe this is something that the teams in the region have been playing around with. In their scrims, so maybe they know something that we don't, and the combinations that they're trying to pull off.
Well, maybe. I mean, that's the opener that they went for in the second game up against Spartak Esports in Star Ladder qualifiers, and they won that match in 23 minutes. So I'm not sure how indicative that is, because the other heroes that they had there included the Batrider, which has already been banned, and well, there's Necrophos once again. That's a common sight, though, at the very least.
Yeah, well, the Necrophos is pretty common. Going up to M19 heroes and the heroes that they picked up, they went with the Nature's Prophet Sand King. Very strong combination here. They can set up ganks easily, especially since Sand King has a very low level range and low range on that level 1 stun. So getting a Sprout and then a stun combination, it's going to allow for some easy kill setups there. So I like what M19 is going for. Lots of damage and kind of sustain with the Necrophos, but Na'Vi coming in with this Chaos Knight, a very popular hero this patch, or maybe late in this patch. I know that chat's been making all of the Reddit, like, new patch out, check Reddit. So maybe Chaos Knight will get nerfed in the coming patch. We're not sure, but definitely this hero has a very strong showing late into this 7.0 patch.
I want to let you know that I have never checked Reddit once in my life, and I don't plan on doing so ever.
Dude, Reddit is love. Reddit is life.
Reddit needs to stay the hell away from my competitive Dota. Okay. Anyways, back on the topic of this game. Necrophos, it coming out third pick on the side of M19 is a little bit weird. Normally we'd see this hero picked up a lot earlier, banned out a lot earlier, but Na'Vi has other things in mind, picking things like a little bit weird. So I guess M19 said, all right, if you're not going to pick Necrophos or ban him out, we're going to take all the strong heroes we can. We have Nature Prophet, Sand King, and Necrophos. They have like some of the biggest threats of this patch, like that aren't banned out so far.
True. Also, I'm a little bit worried for Chaos Knight already. Before they picked it up, they saw that Necrophos has AoE, Sand King's AoE, Nature's Prophet's ultimate AoE. I mean, they have a lot of ways to kind of clear these illusions. They're going to even go with the Winter Wyvern, but immediately we're going to see a Riki pick. I believe this is going to go to Seneko. He's going to be playing this Riki. Definitely a favorite kind of style of hero for him. Seneko is a very dangerous roamer, and this Riki definitely fits his play style. I guess when they're doing their combination plays and their ganks, the smoke cloud's going to be huge. It's going to stop Sand King from burning out, Necrophos being able to heal. Necrophos is already slow here, and his turn rate is god-awful. So, and the smoke cloud prevents you from turning and getting out. It slows you down. Yeah. So if he can't use the Grow Shroud or get a couple death posts off, or someone's low and he gets clouded and he can't Reaper Scythe somebody for that burst heal, then that can be huge. So Riki is definitely going to be a factor in this game that M19 is going to have to watch out for and prioritize in their vision.
Essentially, yeah, but at the same time, whenever I've seen Riki played recently, it just seems like that hero is just way too weak in the early game to be able to accomplish what he needs to do. So in that sense, it's a pick that can perhaps only work together with the Clockwork and perhaps the Bane, just in conjunction with each other to try and catch someone out of position. But otherwise, he might struggle to get this early impact in first 10 minutes. And then later down the line, M19, if they get off to a good start, they have plenty of heroes that can easily fit in a 4-staff into the lineup. And that's a great counter to just have one or two of those and force stuff you out, or force stuff each other or themselves out of that smoke screen, and then all of a sudden Riki's impact, unless he has a lot of items to work with as well to also do damage in his ultimate, can be quite limited. So I'm not entirely convinced by this one, especially considering how Chaos Knight is kind of being countered out by the Winter Wyvern too. Absolutely love that pick, just because you either you catch a Chaos Knight himself, so the illusion special await him, or you catch anyone else and let him do the dirty work for you. Both kind of pretty great to have.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I can see two reasons for this, Ricky. One, you can scout out the initiation, and you can scout out kills for the clockwork. And then two, you have the smoke cloud for the silent. Or I guess for three, there's 3 points to it. You have the smoke cloud to cancel out or to stop abilities. I think stopping the Winter Wyvern might be huge when these team fights actually do occur. So if she doesn't Winter's Curse, then Chaos Knight is able to roam free and then completely delete someone in the fight, as we saw a couple times in the last series. And then the third point is that Ricky is a natural diffusal blade carrier, which can be huge against Necrophos. If he's not able to Ghost Shroud and use his wand and pulses and whatnot, that can be pretty detrimental in what the hero wants to do in his play. But Navi is going to last pick the Lina. High magical burst damage, so good against the Winter Wyvern, Cold Embrace. The Necrophos doesn't really want to Ghost Shroud around the Lina. And then, of course, the wave clear and the pick-off potential against the Nature's Prophet split push. If she decides to go for a Shadow Blade or Blink Dagger, whatever, Dendi, I believe this will be a Dendi hero, whatever Dendi wants to go for in terms of his initiation / mobility. But last hero... Pardon? Could be Dendi, mid-Ricky. Dendi mid-Ricky, of course. No Kappa. Really. No Kappa. Dendi mid-Ricky, of course. Pretty standard. But I think there's going to be probably a mid-hero left for M19. What kind of hero do you think they need left? What do you think is left for them to match up against this Lina? Like an OD, maybe?
OD.
You take OD. You can take... Like, you can even put Necroman or Necrophos mid against the Lina. Like, sorry, I almost called him Necromancer. A lot of my friends have been lately for some reason. I'm sure it was just to get at me once I started casting again.
Yeah, what if they would just don't want to go back to something like a Sven or something? Or the safe lane, put Necrophos mid, as you said. So they have some options here. That's also why they're taking some time. But,
oh, there it is.
Right.
TA.
That works.
That works pretty well. It's a good hero against the Lina mid. Dendi is tagged up as Garina. I like Dendi a lot. One of the other reasons why, everyone loves Dendi, but another reason why I like Dendi is that he uses these old names. He uses like Garina. He also uses Lanai, which is Templar's Assassin's old name.
I, for one, am really annoyed that they don't have the proper names. But
tag up.
Yeah, I'll say this once for the benefit of chat. It's not ticketed, so that's why. That's why we have these. So I'll say this once for the benefit of chat. G Arena is Dendi. Q is General. On the other side, we've got Mr. M, which is Muriel. Tilt is Pikachu. Think about it as Funnick and Nixon Hume. They're just the proper names as far as I can tell. So if you caught this in chat, please tell everyone else that's asking, because I know the question is going to come, and I won't have time to go into it every single time we talk about it. Alright, game number 1 of this best of 3. Who do you think has the better draft here, straight off the bat?
Both teams have a lot of merit here. In terms of just the teamfight potential and the counters that they can output, M19 might have the better draft. In terms of the teams and their recent results and their play styles, which I'll go into later, I think Navi is a stronger team and will be able to overcome the draft strength from M19. What about you, Neff?
I think draft strength plays a huge part in any Dota game, so I'm gonna just the raw power of the heroes on M19. Like, everything is so strong in the meta. Their heroes are really good against Navi heroes. I think M19 has the advantage here, but we'll see how good Navi plays, or if they know something that we don't about these heroes in this lineup against theirs.
Let's not forget, M19 also has some Natus Prophet, so naturally Neff is... you must be a fan of them in this game, right?
Huh? Why do you think I'm suddenly such a Nature's Prophet fan? Because you played a couple games with me when I was Nature's Prophet? I don't even think we won
Every single
any of
time,
those.
no, but every single time we cast together, you also say, "Oh yeah, Nature's Prophet, it's such a strong hero. It's so great. You can do so much necrophos plays."
I understand the power of the hero. I don't endorse it in any way. No.
I don't believe you for a minute. It's the same with you in anime. Like secretly
I hate anime.
love them.
Don't
Say
talk
you
about
hate it.
anime during the cast, dude.
It's my cast. I can do what I want.
About Drake.
But yeah. Anyway, we've got Roger just roaming around trying to find a safe space, maybe even sneak about to ruin or something.
Yeah, it looks like they might try to contest for this top rune here. Bringing in the Treants, both Funnick and Nature's Prophet have both have boots, so it's going to be easier for them to run in and out of these fights, but looks like they're going to get 3 bounty runes for them?
Nope, 2 for 2 trade.
Oh no, they split it.
Roger and General down bottom were able to shoot him away here. Nix, no bounty for him, but it does start off with a null talisman. It's actually, is that normally a mid build? Because it's still alright for safely necrophos, right?
Yeah, I mean, Necrophos doesn't have the greatest base attack damage, and his animation to start off with is god awful. And he already has a lot of his own self-sustain, so he doesn't really need much. He just needs to rush his boots so he can get away.
Oh, look at this, Roger! Oh no!
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Finds the courier inside. He must have seen him go in there.
Well played.
Oh no, eats his way through the trees. So first big play from this weekend. We're gonna have to keep an eye on him because these are the kind of things that a hero in this position needs to be able to accomplish.
I suspected that it was going to be Seneko Riki, but I guess Roger will be playing the Riki today.
At the same time, Bane, Neko and Hume just at each other as the Treants were able to drag this creep all the way across. It's just standard Nature's Prophet shenanigans.
Yeah, just get that easy XP. As in the mid lane, yeah, he's just gonna get a little bit more harassed here on this TA. Dendi double stack the wave here.
Okay, that's Burst Strike though. They have a sentry as well. And then the extra bit of movement speed. Fairy Fire! Oh, it's gonna be enough, isn't it? Yeah. Unless Hume can land another Burst Strike, but didn't quite have the mana for it. Or the cooldown, or the intel where the Riki is actually at. So Roger just gonna deny himself, or is he waiting for another courier?
I mean, he has to know that the courier is not gonna be up for a while. He murdered it, so yeah. He's just gonna buy out and then just buy his GP.
What? Why not into the neutrals? I guess he wanted to come back faster. He's still giving the enemies a lot of gold. What are you doing, Roger?
268 each. Yeah, that's
I guess he thought. Yeah, I guess he thought that the damage had like stopped counting, and so he wouldn't have been given to the heroes. But interesting that it did.
Yep. 300 gold for both the Sanking as well as the TA, so good on them. That'll mean
General seems to be in a little bit of trouble here.
Yeah.
But he's able to just walk away from that.
This is not your high ground, dude. But yeah, you'll be able to look back around. Yeah, this Necrophos doing well so far. Top lane, same for Nature's Prophet, I guess. Doing as much as he can. Of course, he doesn't really want to get dragged back into a Chaos Knight.
Looking at the early last hits bit, Dendi is leading in last hits by a lot, 17-7 versus the 7-2.
It's gonna go middle lane here. They land stun. No more refraction charges, but given enough time now, Hume he's sticking around this general area. He knows that he kind of needs to mirror the Riki's movements. Oh, top lane. Oh god, got the tail end of that.
Yeah, they have a lot of control here. Like, you get the pull, you get the stun, it's gonna hold you down. And even with the Nature's Prophet's boots, they're gonna run you over. But he's gonna make a play here.
Fragment here, trying to go for some glaive bounces. Nice little double stun there from Dendi, but there's also a third one. The slow coming through from the Winter Wyvern. That should be enough to set up the kill with an extra damage on Roger. Most crit level 1, not quite enough to keep him safe. At the same time up top, Bane. He died to Phonic as he came back in, so...
Yeah, he was teleport mid. Died while he was teleporting. So he couldn't save Alina, and also he died. Not ideal. Unlucky, some would say.
Not you though.
No, not me. Actually, he was just hiding in trees trying to regen, and then Nature's finally guessed where he was, and then popped the treants around him, and they just murdered him.
Yeah, he was also trying to TP mid and save Alina, although it's happening as his TP got cancelled.
We're all right.
Unlucky.
Yay.
We're all correct. Everybody's a winner. Digital sports, guys.
Andy, you're very deep here, but the stun will connect.
Nice
No more
stun.
refraction here. Tilts does have a verify, but now it's being blocked. But hey, there's the help. You knew he could take this fight because the cavalry is coming. Burst strike onto Dandy. Lina will fall one more time. This is a great start here for M19 so far, especially in this mid lane. Templar Assassin gets more of these kills. That's a hero that can definitely just take over a game entirely.
I mean, they've pretty good answer to stop heroes from just going out of control and running over your team in the form of clockwork. But, like, I was telling you that M19's draft is just so much stronger than Navi's. I'm not sure, like, any skill difference, even if there is any, would matter, but the draft is much stronger. Well, of course, skill difference matters, but, like, within reason.
Yeah, I mean, I know that M19 has very skilled players, but in terms of recent results, I was just looking at it.
Might go again
Your
here.
numbers mean nothing.
Yeah.
TP in from Bane. Doesn't need to get in range for the Nightmare, but will not be able to. One cool interaction as well between the Templar Assassin and Orb of Venom. We talked about that in another cast, didn't we? Oh no,
Yeah, but we got it
on a
wrong
game that
in
we
the-
did.
No, it was in a pub game
yeah, in
that
the
we
pub game,
played.
yeah. We talked about it recently, but Neff, just take us through it again for the benefit of the viewers.
Oh, benefit the viewers, and Neff was right. Orb of Venom will go through refraction, both the damage and like the Orb of Venom tick, and it will disable blink daggers through refraction when refraction would otherwise block most things. So that's
That
a very
seems
cool
like-
interaction.
Seems like it shouldn't work that way.
Yeah, but it does.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it does. So it's a good way to like beat. That's how I beat people who are better. Little interactions
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, I would agree that the slow would go through it because it's a status effect, but I don't think the damage should go through. That's kind of an odd.
Speaking of damage,
thing.
General is in a lot of trouble here. Funny coming in. Needs to keep the vision up and a couple of right clicks, but well, plenty of time to go into the shrine, but he'll be forced away from it. At the very least, he won't be able to stand there and go back to lane. He won't die either, so hey. Roger, keeping tabs on the movements, but yeah, it's refraction. Not blocking any damage instances that are lower than 5 damage. For some reason. Roger, top star award. He's everybody. So much intel he's gaining right now. Then he should be absolutely fine and be able to move back once this movement comes out.
The intel he's gaining.
Yeah, he's just getting up 4 heroes that were shrining up. So in the meantime, Pikachu's gonna be able to farm this delicious stack here. Roger will be able to soak up this
half the
XP.
XP.
Looks like Dendi is joining in this fun.
Still not quite strong enough yet to finish it off by the looks of it.
Yeah, they saw that Dendi was moving up, so it's like, this seems a little dangerous. I'm just gonna go back to farming.
Well, one thing you see here is, if you click on one of the creeps, you see 4 stacking auras of prowlers. These creeps all healing 40 HP a second.
Prowlers, man.
Prowlers, they've ruined Ancients for everybody.
Yeah. It feels like there's always one of these too, even if you don't stack it. Just run by a random ancient camp. Like
Suddenly you're rooted.
Yeah.
I hate the Prowlers. They need to be removed from Dota.
I love them.
That's a strong opinion. Alright, Aestron picked up.
That was actually a pretty big pickup. Right now, Pikachu's level 7, and if you got that Haste Rune, he had full mana, he would have probably been able to just run down Dendi in the mid lane. With that Haste Rune, how many refraction charges he has? Yeah, he had maxed out refraction, so he able to dive him pretty well. Top lane, though, Hanukkah is getting gone on, the Sand King's done, getting land on 2 heroes.
He still has the Sandstorm to keep himself safe for the time. I don't think there's detection on either of them, but doesn't choose to throw it out. Well, that was going to be the clockwork anyway. Snap him out of it. And, oh god. Middle lane at the same time, Winter Wyvern sacrifices herself for the Lina kills, so another one for Templar Assassin.
Some small exchanges around the map. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Seneka will be dove and taken down.
Phoenix doing a good job just being super active on the map, as you would expect from Nature's Prophet. He's also trying his best to keep the pressure up on Crystallize, but especially with that kill on his Chaos Knight. He's now able to also turn into the jungle and sharing the top last hits together with the Necrophos.
Yeah, he's able to get that. Once he has that Helm of Iron Will, it allows him much easier to go into these neutral camps, give his the rest of his teammates more XP. Phonic is almost up to level 6, and once he's there, he might be able to make some plays around the map. Meanwhile, mid lane, Roger will be getting... Both the supports are just getting their XP, catching up. So both teams trying to prioritize each of their supports, and we're going to see a smoke up in the bottom lane with Dendi and Seneko.
Turn into something here if they can find the Nightmare, of course. Easy setup for the Lightstrike array, and they will find the Templar Assassin. A little bit damage over time.
Coming a little bit more popularity.
Hey, there's the cavalry coming through. Seneko, Roger on one side, Dendi running away on the other. It's not a lot of control here on the on the side of M19, and Roger will snipe the Kura. They will run down Seneko at the very least. And Hild able to walk back, finish up the Ancient. This is being blocked now by Sentry Ward that will not be caught for the time being.
Yeah, M19 able to get that TV response right where they needed it to be. So good on them part, getting a kill on the Bane, all other cores were able to get out.
You think they could be doing more to just try and counter them, just Ricky, just planting down more Sentry Wards?
Maybe, but they're playing pretty close to one another and they're TPing pretty immediately. As I say that, looks like they might try to go for this. No, Dendi's just gonna try to steal some last hits.
Roger as well in on the action, but they'll finally respond to this. Roger in the side, but there's Dustin Sanking. I want to see if they could try and finish up the Lena. They couldn't quite get in range. They have to let both of them go. Yeah, it has to be.
You're just wasting time.
Not to mention all this experience that the Ricky has gained. Level 6 now.
Top lane, General might be looking to set up a hook, but he's not going to be able to find it. Just out of range.
Middle lane though, Dendi. Well, you could say he struggled a little bit, I guess, but not really. Oh god, there it is. Hookshot, connection. Oh, nice Proud actually giving some distance, but... Well, Cocktail timeout, a Treants to help, and not to mention Necrophos also making an appearance. Good reaction there. Getting that counter Clockwork, maybe overestimating himself a little bit.
Yeah, well play up there by Nature's Prophet. Stopping the auto attacks. And he is actually pretty tanky. He's got that bracer, so his life is able to increase just a little bit. And with that kill, Nyx is able to get that tier 1 tower top. So a little bit more map control coming in for M19.
This is redundant. Dendi stacking 2 camps at once over here.
Well, that's on Roger. Slow, just off the mark. But I won't really be able to do anything here.
Should be just fine.
I'll turn just into 1-for-1 tower right across the map.
I think I need to adjust my microphone settings. Spirit back, guys.
Alright.
Then we can look at some items here. Templar Assassin with the Ancient stack. Some of these last hits were stolen, but now Tilt has, or Pikachu, as he's also known as, has another small one here to work away at, and he's getting closer and closer to the Desolator at a pretty good timing. So, EFP, how well do you expect him to be able to utilize that, considering that's the initiation right now is just basically walking in and hoping for the best?
Well, I mean, for him, he doesn't feel that he needs to be the initiator.
Oh god, no, Phonic! Poor guy, just standing there out of vision. Still getting tracked down somehow.
Yeah, going back to the NP, as I see that Sanking getting caught out by this smoke cloud cogs. It feels so bad.
Yeah.
You can't do anything.
Well, might as well make good use of that combo before 4 stars come out.
Yeah, but going back to the TA, I mean, she probably doesn't feel that she needs to get the Blink Dagger just yet. They're all playing, for the most part, aside from those 2 pickoffs, they were playing more around each other. So he's just kind of just waiting and playing with his team, and just kind of farm up and get his own big. I think once he gets the Blink Dagger BKB, the game gets extremely hard for Na'Vi. Outside of the Chaos Knight, there's not much they can do to hold him down. I guess the Bane can as well, but he's gonna have the rest of his team to kind of back him up and back him up and keep that Bane off of him. And the
Looking
rest
at
of the team is
Selfish.
just screwed in that case.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, this tower also not long for the world. There's a DD rune available. I'd like to keep it for a fight in case they can force one out. And Denny, showing himself, Seneko. Also part of the party here. That they might be able to find somebody with the Winter's Curse, but Muriel.
Yeah, they're
Just,
not grouping up just yet.
Yeah, just restricting himself to keeping them away with the Arctic Burn.
Yeah, the 5-man right now for M19 is really, really strong.
This timing though.
And now she's going to get her Desolator immediately, and they're going to go right into the Approach Pit. So they're trying to bait Navi into a fight. And if they don't come, they're getting his Aegis for free. They have lots of minus armor. Not sure they can approach
Navi,
this right now.
Yeah, Navi can't really fight them. DD Desolator on the TA. You pretty much just get Aegis, and that's that. You have to accept it. Like if,
For hookshot angle, he's actually gonna find it. Aegis will fall, but tilts. Now he gets it. The Scythe coming down here onto the Clockwork to turn things around. And now, well, the fight's on. Crystallize next on the list here. Nice stun there, though, from Belina. And, well, Chaos Knight is still fighting. Trigger the Aegis straight off the bat, but now Burst Strike down to Dendi. And he should end up dying here, too. Same for Seneko. Actually, he's trying to TP. Nice attempt there, taking up the Nightmare so that Tilt could burst him down. As it stands, it's just a triple kill for the Necrophos.
Yeah.
None for Tilt. Ironically enough, he was the one with DD so.
I mean, it was well done by Navi supports. As Roger's going to get this courier
Oh,
kill.
not again.
That has this force tap. Oh, the speed burst.
We're gonna
Well
trigger
done.
fingers.
But yeah, so it was good by the Navi supports to be able to zone out the M19 supports. They had to use Winter's Curse to cancel out the Bane ulti, and they couldn't get in. But even with that, even with that, there was no Epi in that fight. Right now, Sand King is level 8 with no Epi. He just maxed out his Burrow Strike and Sandstorm, and they still lost 3 heroes on the side of Navi. So that's some cause to concern, because that's not all the repertoire of damage that they can output.
Oh, it's a bounty rune, but everyone is now descending on him. Neko found the Nightmare, easy setup for everything else. So, well, a little bit greedy. Plenty of vision here for the Dire Slot around this general area.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people think like, oh, we have a Riki, we have advantage in the vision, and we don't have to buy sentries and whatever, but you need to be in control of the vision when you have these invis-based heroes, because you know the other team is going to be trying to counter that. As we're going to see a Phoenix grip onto this Necrophos, it's going to be a huge kill if they can get it. 2 seconds stun, and they got it. Ooh, 500 gold going in for Seneko. That must feel good for support.
Pretty good grab there for sure, taking the Dunming spree. Pikachu at the same time is putting a little bit of trash up top, but not really committing for the tower. As, yeah, you mentioned it, vision is limited, and now finally, Roger. He gets his wish once again, finishing up the courier down bottom. A bit of a fight here, Dendi. Committing for the Nature's Prophet, but, well, this time around, Phonic will be able to survive.
Yeah, that was kind of an awkward approach by Dendi. He was kind of sitting behind some trees. He doesn't try to really go for the kill, and then he tries. But that is the Blink Dagger reveal on the Sand King, which is pretty good. 17 minutes in, pre-20-minute Blink Dagger. Not doing too shabby. He did have to buy some, dust and some raindrops to counter out the Riki, but even with that investment, but the Blink Dagger is coming out, and now he levels up his Epicenter. So team fight potential for M19 is really big. But top lane, they're looking for Phonic again.
It's always the life of a Nature's Prophet. Neff, are you back yet?
I think he dropped out of Discord.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he dropped. Oh,
They
that's
saw
sad.
him.
Well, yeah, I should be able to run him down. General holding on to the hook shot. Don't really need to use it here. No distance to close, so that's a good kill. Once again, so he's happy about it. He's had some dope moments, especially against the Nature's Prophet as well. There was one situation earlier where like a Sprout blocked him just far enough so he couldn't cancel the TP with Battery Assault.
Yeah, even without that Quelling Blade, so even able to call it more. There's a scan bottom. Dire's able to know that there's somebody here, but they don't know where it is. Oh, and they found him out.
He does get the blink out, still gets nightmared into a Fiend's Grip. Denny is there to follow, but hey, wins his curse to cancel that one. Now Yum, he will be absolutely fine despite that ultimate. And now, okay, Tilt, he is angry. And a couple more right clicks will finish him up. But G-Arena, so far so good. Now the hook shot here, they bring down the Sand King. Ricky creating chaos. G-Arena 3 and still tracking him down, but hey, Tilt with the blink away. Ooh. He might still be fine. Same, yeah.
Yeah, he should be able to get out of here. There's no hook, nothing to stop him out of there. Yeah, Nature's Prophet tried to TP in the back line here to get Dendi, but he was not expecting a wild Crystallize to appear and stun him out and giving those Bloodstone charges to that Lina.
Crystallize, he's been kind of quiet for the most part here in this game, but he's been farming quite well. He does have the armor, does have the Echo Saber, so this is about the time where you want to start joining up with the rest of your team, where you have your level 2 ultimate too, so you can provide that extra bit of damage. This is one of his earlier power spikes.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, definitely. When he gets his first, when he gets his armlet, he was pretty strong. But it's not until about that second item where Chaos Knight really starts feeling like a monster. And now he has 2 of them by 20 minutes. So he's a pretty happy lad right now, and he feels pretty strong. They might be able to contest him, but the group 5 minutes, he's getting wound up, and there goes General.
Yeah. Pretty good setup here, smoked up behind the tower. They knew that somebody would eventually respond to this. Now, well, actually on the verge of spreading the high ground right now. Nobody else is in position to defend this.
Well, they have an Arcane Rune, so those Refraction charges are going to be coming up faster, so he's going to be able to do more damage. The Treants are there.
And he's there, he is Invis, so he can start off with Lightstrike Ray and perhaps Necrophos. Oh, opting for the Temple Assessment. Oh, the Burst Strike just off the mark, and now drag back here onto Yum, 4-step away, but he, well, the Necrophos thing is still falling. Oh, no, never mind, it's falling somebody else. Anyway, the Fiend's Grip is there, plenty of control, kill up some extra heroes, and it's Chaos like just deleting everybody that he comes into contact with. Exactly what I was just saying.
That... I might have suspected a Winter's Curse might have been... Yeah... The Winter Wyvern was afraid of all the magic damage that can come out, but Winter's Curse... not even a Winter's Curse to try to even save his Necrophos, so... unfortunate that he was not able to get his abilities off, but yeah, Crystallize looking pretty scary right now. Very close to his BKB, which will be huge, especially against the Necrophos Sand King and the Winter's Curse Winter Wyvern. It was recently changed that if you are BKB'd, it doesn't affect you. It wasn't used to be always that way, but it was changed for that. It was nerfed in that little regard. Unless
you're the main target, and now Roger Body blocks down to M. Nightmare setup. They've been doing utilizing that quite well so far, but now turn around with a burst strike down to Riki, follow up with the scythe. Not quite enough damage here. Thanks to the hook shots, Roger will be able to survive for the time being. Now Tilt though coming in, trying to go for some glaive plays up side lane bounces. Unable to really do so. So 2-for-1 trade so far. The slow will not quite catch the Lina. Nick and Crystallize still in the neighborhood here. 2 against 3. The stun, 4-second burst strike to turn things around, but now the assassin got a work cut out for him.
BKB pop.
Oh, there it is. Crystallize dropping low, but will he drop low enough? Till needs to be able to get these last right clicks in, and he does. No armor talking for this one. Another burst strike there from Yum. On to Dendi this time. Gets another burst strike off to turn things around. That'll be the end of it. Yum trying to escape into the loving arms of his Necrophos. Quite a crazy fight here, but okay. Is it over? Not even. The arena. Dendi will be able to survive based on the Shadow Blade, but think about it. Still trying to catch them, but without detection makes it very hard.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a little cute play, but the nice read there by Sand King to try to cut him out, but no kill in either direction. Just both people just getting out.
Well, not exactly the kind of fights that you want to go that way if you're the Templar Assassin at the very least. You have Blink, you have Desolator, you want to be able to burst somebody down or just snowball in each individual fight, but Pikachu being forced to go and Crystallize like that, who is still rather tanky, not so much in terms of armor, but at the very least in terms of health points.
Yeah, Crystallize was controlled pretty well that fight. He wasn't able to get through the fraction charges, and then
Not again! What? That's like, what, the third, fourth time this game?
That would be the second courier kill, but it's
no,
I think
that was
it's
the third one, at the very least.
Yeah, the third one? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought he's missed a couple. He got 3, yeah, you're right, he's got 3. I think.
One in mid when he cut his way through, one up here in the side lane. And then
I didn't catch the side lane one.
Roger, don't care, hero kills, only courier kills.
Right. Welcome back, Wacky
Game.
Thank you.
How can,
I figured that was
if they don't have a courier, how can they get their items?
Yeah. I figured that was a decent note to come back on. My PC has recovered.
That's
I'll be able to join you guys for the rest of the draft.
What?
I mean, the game. Be able to join you guys the rest of the game. That's the word I was looking for.
We're only halfway through the day. Don't tell me you're already... Oh god, Yoon, what are you doing? Link's out, and now the panic ult, but maybe not so much. He's setting up for a Bane kills on Echo. Not quite there just yet. The Nightmare being a bit of an issue there for a Temple Assassin into another stun, but Golden Brace for now, keeping him safe, and the Fiend's going to follow from Sneko. Will be cancelled as well. They finally get that one kill. Now Crystallize actually sitting there at half health. Tilt as well, and he will be zapped down by Dandy. Crystallize, he's still fighting here and setting up for yet another one. General coming back in from the side. Burst Strike to keep him in place, but the damage is being done by Denley, who's just untouched this entire fight. 3 for 2 in the end so far, but they're looking for more. Next on the list, the Light Strike Array will connect. Triple Burst Strike for you. Somehow this tanking, keeping Nyx alive, but it's skin of the Steve. But for how long? Another Light Strike, another one. Down lane. Dendy,
nice guy General cheering on his team. Don't give up. Keep going.
Yeah, well, that's what they have to settle for these days when they don't have chat wheel sounds. They have to settle for the default chat wheel just like everyone else. Alright?
Send out those positive messages to your teammates. Make them feel good.
Stop!
That too.
Well, there's another kill here, perhaps. Roger. Here's the target. Do they have to tag? No, looks like it.
They got him.
And that dust on him.
Okay. I am slightly worried about Crystallize, because even with his BKB, he is getting controlled, and he's not able to get his damage out. Dendy is being able to clean up these fights pretty well, but as the game goes later and later, I feel it's going to be Crystallize's job to take out the TA and the NP.
So another big one. He has sentries all over the place. Roshan down to half health. No Ricky, but everyone else is available. Crystallize, another ultimate in 20 seconds. Gonna go, yeah, that's slow on the general, but at the same time, oh, Denny, this will be a big one! And that is Scythe down, 4-second stun though there, onto the Temple Assassin. The Winter Wyvern ult, not really catching anybody outside of the main target, and now the Fiend script. Onto the Sanking here, Saneko, actually surprisingly tanky up against the TA. Crystallize trying to find a real hero, and no, we'll be able to bring down the Winter Wyvern now. Tilt, no refraction charges. Everyone's so low, but not low enough until now. Sanking comes in with a great epicenter, finishing up Saneko too. Sprout from the side, Phonic, Bello on his own health. Will get sniped by Roger. What a back and forth fight here, but the right clicks will be in favor of them. Hume getting himself a double kill, definitely salvaging that fight with that epicenter in the end. Still a lot of casualties from both sides.
4-3 trade. Dendy's Bloodstone charge is getting knocked down just a little bit, back down to 15.
Yeah, I'd like to clarify something that happened in the middle of the fight. Winter Wyvern used the ultimate on Bane there. I'm pretty sure the Winter Wyvern was just terrified that Bane would use Nightmare on the Lina and prevent him from taking damage from the Reaper Scythe, so he's trying to prevent that by any means necessary. And it wasn't that he was playing like a noob or anything like that, just doing his best to stop the Lina from surviving.
Oh yeah, Bane has been Bane has been a source of many a problem here for M19 so far.
Yeah, Saneko playing really well in that Bane. It looks like now they're gonna go back for that Roshan that they started and left at half health. Now it's regenerated back to about 60% health.
I mean, until Clockwork scouts it again, which is now.
They have to figure it. They have vision in the air. They saw them walk in, but I don't think they can do much to stop it unless General wants to make a play. But he's on the other side of the map.
Nightmare Sanking, Roger actually coming in here trying his best, but well, he'll just give up his own life. High risk, high reward kind of play. Excuse me.
Yeah, this Orchid, from Nature's Prophet has actually been pretty big, able to stop some of these dire heroes from getting their spells off, and these crucial team fights. Been stopping a lot of animations and stopping them from getting away.
All right, do they attack high ground here? That's the question.
I think they can go for the top lane. It's already about 300 health, so it's pretty low. So this is definitely going to be a tier 3 gone.
The force out already a proper creeper from this lane also coming together with the Treants. But they have CK ultimate, gets the extra illusion, so that's a lot of damage potential, and they zap down the Necrophos first.
God.
They just don't choose on him for this fight. That's a good ultimate though. But at the same time, Sprout and Clogs, the CK illusion's actually not killing General. He should have died. He should have been annihilated by Crystallize and his cohorts, but he couldn't get to him.
He's got that blade mail. He's got that that ogre club.
Protects him against Dendy's right clicks for sure.
You actually see a lot of armor on the side of Na'Vi here, like blade mail, armor talent, and clockwork. Like the reason why we saw Bane stay alive, even though TA was just giving it to him, is he had the buckler active and he has a chainmail as well.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, yeah, he had the armor talent too. That's a lot of armor between all those things.
Oh yeah.
28 right now. So.
It's kind of crazy, yeah. I was wondering why he wasn't just falling over when Tilt was hitting him a couple of times, as is common for supports. But yeah, that explains a few things.
Stood there confidently as TA just like hammers away at him. What's your thoughts on these heavy armor?
Slow. They're gonna go straight crystallized. BKB doesn't have the ultimate though. There's a cheese of his own. Now the Fiend's going on the BKB up Templar Assassin. Still always going to be an issue. Roger with his smoke. Hume in a lot of trouble. Does get some help from Mr. M. Does have another ultimate in a couple of seconds. But Crystallize will finish up first. Another Berserk. Tilt is still standing. Now the Glaive's bouncing in. The ultimate from Necrophos comes back in. Dendy up against Templar Assassin. But Tilt, he has the Aegis. He doesn't care. Finds Crystallize going off to the side. He's trying to TP out now and will be able to. No Cypher or anything to cancel that. That ends up being a, what, 2-for-1? Or were the buybacks involved? Yeah, there was one on Sand King.
So 2 for 2, lost the Aegis. Oh, that was a rough fight. Dendy just laying in to Pikachu. Just with a fiery assault right clicks as he was Fiend's Grip. Yeah, if you see it, I mean, Fiend's Grip powerful ability, you get a full Fiend's Grip off, so you know you're gonna get pretty low, and if he didn't have that Aegis, I'm pretty sure that fight would have gone completely the other way.
Doesn't though. I mean, they would have been. They would have wanted to jump on the TA a little bit more, but TA didn't die until after the fight was over.
Yeah, but she still tried to fight in there because she had Aegis. So if she didn't have Aegis, she might have just tried to back all the way back to the base. When you have Aegis, you feel a little bit more confident that you can kind of bait in these spells, and the other team like doesn't want to kill you because you're so low. Because like, do I really want to use a stun here?
Yeah, she's gonna come back.
And she's gonna come back. Like you play this kind of mind games.
It's happening again, boys.
Treant gaming.
Actually doing damage, like 2 or 3 damage per swipe from everybody.
Yeah, but it doesn't just go right back up no matter what.
No.
No, 844, 843. Every round of right click is just like 1 or 2 damage past what region's up, but anyway. Roger runs into a sentry or something, I don't know.
I don't think it's worth the gold provided the enemy team though.
Probably not, no. Oh, the smoke up on the high ground. They're setting up. There's a creep coming in now. No Riki.
Did anyone else see Nature's Prophet uses Black King Bar there? Or was that just me?
Probably just you. I mean, this cooldown indicator is probably broken.
You know, I feel like I didn't see what he used that for. Did I press that by mistake?
Maybe you get Riki? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I mean, it wasn't a Lena gang because Lena is now using her boots of travel to get here.
That is.
And she might just fall right here.
Yep. Falls off, but directly still falling.
Don't have your beat.
Oh, buyback in Nature's Prophet, unfortunately. Else he could have just fought back and TP'd up out. Yeah, exactly.
And they know that Crystallize does not have his Phantasm, so they might try to force this here.
Warsaw into the cogs here, drag back to pull it, and now the BKB, but very little mana, of course. If he's good this time though, cancel immediately, Hume. Now the Scythe, not quite enough damage to actually bring Saneko down, and now the stun, Crystallize with his own BKB, trying to do the damage. They do bring down a Winter Wyvern for the ultimate buyback now from Nature's Prophet, but Nyx, he should also drop here, and he will. Hume just trying to be crazy.
Furious.
And he's succeeding. Well, Nature's Prophet dies again down bottom. Dendy's just styling all over them. He's gonna get the mini racks. What the hell is happening?
Oh,
Dendy's running a train on them. That's what's happening. Navi's back, boys.
This is this is the old Dendy, like tier 3, tier 4 times. Just doing his thing, you know, just
yeah.
killing
They tried to
fools.
force that fight top lane. They knew that Dendy wasn't going to be there, so they thought like, okay, we can just go. It was like, hopefully we can just beat them down. They already had the tier 3 tower that was gone. They were able to get the range racks top.
They'll get Temple Assassin as well.
The fight just went
BKB on cooldown for another 10 seconds there. In the controller, just waiting for someone else to come in. I don't actually have detection, so never mind then. Never mind. For now, anyway, slow him down. There's the ultimate. Onto Ricky, the Nightmare. Oh no.
I guess that's one way to do it.
It is what it is. Crystallized. 3 heroes still down. Couple of seconds on the Prophet. 10 and 15 on Necro and Sand Kings. So that'll be a dead tier 3 at the very least if Crystallized coming in the ultimate. Willful trying to delay this a little bit.
General is looking for a hook on the back lines. I'm not sure he's gonna find it. And they're just
losing so many trees. They got what they came for.
10k gold lead for Navi. 35 minutes in. Feels good. 9k now.
Navi just don't seem to care about how powerful M19's heroes are. They're just playing so well at this point. Like, obviously they knew something we didn't. Dendy's playing so excellent. Nature's Prophet got caught out by him when he went into fight Dendy again after buying back. He got stunned out and then just taken down by Dendy one more time. Everything's going Dendy's way this game, it looks like.
Yeah, in those earlier team fights when Crystallize was kind of tanking a lot of the damage, it allowed Dendy just to roam free and get all those kills and clean up those fights. So it's really showing for him his net worth now. He's top of the net worth by far, 7,000 ahead of his teammate Crystallize. Already has that Shiva's guard to help slow down the attack speed and clear some of the summons from Nature's Prophet. Dire scans out from the Radiant, so they know they're there, trying to collapse, but they're just gonna back up. So good game sense from Navi. But yeah, Dendy playing out of his mind.
Got smoke? Doesn't look like it.
Something we didn't mention up, Roger does have a gem, so he's gonna be able to make an easier time catching up those pesky wards.
Blink Diffusal, like, he got to that point where he's a great nuisance. It's not just been him this game. So Neko as well. Want to shout out him again because time and time again, Nightmare's one target. The Fiend's group as well on the BKBs up Temple Assassin. It's so frustrating for Temple Assassin to deal with if you can't play your hero. You can't right click things. It's not a lot of fun.
Oh, they see each other.
Alright, Dandy. He'll blink in. Wants to get out.
Does not feel safe there.
I think they realized that they need to try and take a high ground fight. Sort of defensive.
What's the buyback status looking like right now?
Pretty good for the Dire. Roger, the only one missing, but on the Radiant side, well, it's only Temple Assassin.
Yeah, they're lacking their 2 buybacks that are not even off cooldown right now, so a little bit dangerous for them. Nature's Prophet is doing some creep cutting with his what's it called? His little treants. Trying to apply the map pressure. Clockwork countering that with his rockets. Both teams just farming. So, let's go back. Let's see. How can M19? M19 is down 1 Rax, or I guess down half a Rax. What do you think they need to go, Neff, in terms of catching this game back up? Because they are down in net worth by 12k.
I mean, they just got 4 staff on Templar Assassin, trying to build a Hurricane Pike. There's not really any significant items that help them like fill a win condition against Navi at this point. Like, they need to catch back up just overall, but Navi is really far ahead. Eventually, CK is going to get his heart pretty quickly here, and you're not going to have enough damage to take him down. He's going to have too much health and armor. Dendy get an insane net worth, and he's sitting on 4k gold. Like, he can just fight into the enemies, die, and buy back travels in. Maybe not even have to buy back. He might get enough bloodstone charges so he doesn't have to. So everything is going the way of Na'Vi right now, and they're controlling the map so excellently. Like, right now, they're going to take Roshan, and then after that, I think they just win the game.
One thing we didn't actually talk about was Crystallize picked up the Lincolns before his heart. So it's going to even make him harder to take down in fights. They can't really... There's not a lot of single target that they can use to... break the Lincolns, so... Necrophos is going to have a pretty hard time to try to burst him down if he does get low.
I'll have to sacrifice something, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he does have his heart available for him when he does come out, if he wants to buy it now. But I guess he just also wants to make sure he has buyback as well, in case something goes awry.
Well, seems unlikely at this point. He does hold on to the Aegis too, and well, Dandy's pumping away. They just need some vision, and then he can just stand out of range almost. Did go for that attack, that attack range talent, and the plus Fiery Soul buff up talent. Absolutely ridiculous.
He hits far and hits fast.
Yeah, he's a walking machine gun turret right now.
This Bane.
Nef, can the split push save them?
Can probably not at this point. They're gonna start running over buildings very quickly as soon as the CK decides to walk at them. Nature's Prophet can't push fast at this point, even with the double damage run.
Yeah, he might get this tower though if Na'Vi stays too long in the mid lane. Nice dodge there.
He's trying, but look at this Dandy, just one salver with range tracks down to 3rd health. But at the same time, Phonic on the other side doesn't have to use him, so it'll help. Okay, there we go. Clockwork, now 3 seconds on the Temple Assassin, and where is he at? All the way on the other side, gets right-clicked away, Crystallized, Redoubling Spree, the Fiend's Group on the Sanking. None of these two heroes have buyback and have this, this Scythe. Well, at least claim the gem, but doesn't really matter at this point. Crystallize, he's still feeling large and in charge. The Glyph will only delay the inevitable, and well, I guess buyback coming in from for the Temple Assassin might have to use it.
Gonna go for the throne
of him as well as Sanking, yeah. They really wanted to force them, and they did. Will they pay the price for it now? Burst Strike comes across, he's actually connected to Snake. He'll still die eventually. There it is. But Doom, that's a dieback on him. Tilt. Needs to find more. The Aegis was claimed. Crystallize. He doesn't even have illusions, he's still looking for kills. Another stun, another right click, anything. We'll finish him off. Doesn't get it though with 4-star forward. Now he'll end up falling to Nyx. A lot of gold coming his way, and he was not buying back, so that's not being mitigated. Extra slow, but defensive hookshot there from General will keep him safe.
It was
same time. Yeah, split push. Look at top. Creeps up pushing in. They got a bottom tier 2.
Yeah, apologies there. There was a death pulse chasing Dendy that entire fight. He would have died to it.
Oh no.
Those are the reasons why I watch Dota. That and the what are they called again? The hell spawns, the Prowlers, that's the one.
Prowlers. Oh man. That Prowlers and anime avatars and names.
Catching up the Na'Vi heroes. They didn't have their spells up. But now they're going to be returning back to this push here.
We're going to try and force up some buyback to Thorn. Dandy's in the middle of that. No sentry down to spot him now. Okay, good force up here preventing that. And now the ultimate, but BKB and Dandy, we were talking about it earlier, DFP. Keeping Clockwork safe will certainly die, but at the same time, Phonic finished up the top racks. Mid lane's still in trouble. Saneko trying to throw out some spells, and you will find the Fiend's got double 4-star. Makes it the longest range Fiend's group in the history of Dota. Now Roger, looking forward here, finds a slowdown, another 4-star here on the Temple Assassin. They cannot afford to lose Pikachu here. Another Nightmare is preventing the Winter Wyvern from doing anything. The Scythe just to keep them away at this point, but Roger, he will not be spotted. Oh, the smoke screen preventing the burst strike straight off the bat. Nyx though, still alive, still proving to be a nuisance. Roger almost dying, took damage over time. Meanwhile, a hook shot in the back. They finish up him. And of course, Saneko keeping Nyx for later. G-Arena. Arena, I don't know. G-Arena. Be hiding behind that with a double kill. Necrophos starts that buyback. Might need to use it here.
Most likely we'll need to. Oh, yoy.
Oh. We'll be able to say that Na'Vi is back after this game, perhaps.
Well,
rumors have been around there.
The first minor.
Yeah.
So this will just be a next step for them to get those qualifying points. Dendi lining up a stun here. BKB.
General in the middle of that. Crystallize with the lockdown here, but went on to the next side. Does have the ghost shot to work with right now. But meanwhile in the back. Roger's creating so much chaos. They're waiting out the ghost shot till this BKB's gonna run out too. He cannot continue to fight. One kill at the gun, spikes back, Clockwork. They want to end this right here, right now, and they should really be able to. Wouldn't survive and unable to even leave the base. It's gonna be down to Tilt, but no more fraction charges. Pikachu. Well, gonna start the gem. Well, they have dust now. Tilt dragged back and brought down. GG is called, and what a good game it was.
Oh, wow.
Right
there by Navi.
That is.
Navi's back, boys.
Indeed, Navi victory, 32-42, this final scoreline. Game number 1 is in a bag. So, what do you think? Where was the turning point for M19? Because for a while they looked quite strong there in terms of their timings and the high ground push timings at the very least.
I think when they were pushing the top tower, and I'm not sure whether or not it was Tilt or Pikachu who force-tapped himself forward when there were cogs blocking him, or if it was a teammate or one of the Navi heroes that did. But once he did that, he was kind of all by himself. He couldn't do anything. And in that time frame, he was locked down and brought really low, and I think he might have died. But it kind of did have this weird, awkward kind of fight where they had to kind of expend abilities they didn't want to and had to go really in deep and have this really long team fight, which allowed Dendi to completely just decimate that bottom lane Rax by himself. With those fiery soul stacks, like he's going to be hitting pretty fast and pretty hard. So once that happened, it kind of just fell apart for M19. They had to deal with the split push, they had to deal with the lane pressure, and it kind of just fell apart from there. The triple BKBs definitely coming in favor for Navi, basically preventing anything that Winter Wyvern can do. All the damage from the Sand King, it just made it really, really hard. Funnick couldn't no longer silence people, and a lot of his utility, he went for the full Bloodthorn. He decided not to go for the Hex. So a lot of his utility in these team fights got taken away. So it made the game really hard. Necrophos had an amazing game here on 17, 7, and 8. They had a hard time taking him down. They definitely controlled Crystallize a lot, but once he got that BKB Lincolns and the heart was definitely was going to be on its way, Dendi was able to counter that amazing play by Necrophos and have an equally, if not better, performance. And I would definitely probably give the MVP to Dendi here for his ability to get those pickoffs in the split push to set up his team for that win.
Right, Neff, any last words from your side?
Dendi the Superman and Navi is back. That's all I have to say.
You're just here for the memes here, and you've proven it once again. Alright, I'm gonna take a short break, guys. But we will be back because this was only game number 1 of a best of 3 between these two teams. Don't go too far away.